Okay, we are live on YouTube. Yes. My name is Victoria Hayodeji. Thank you for joining us for the first episode of the Tech Talk series of Google Developer Student Club, University of Ibadan. If you are watching this live on YouTube, please introduce yourself in the comment section, your name, your location. Let's get to know you. So while that is going on, today we'll be hearing from Ms. Damilola Olukoju on navigating to tech, right? So if you are watching us on YouTube, you can ask your questions in the chat feature below. Thank you.
Can we start now?
Please introduce yourself in the comment section if you are just joining us on YouTube. First we'll have Omolayo to read our speaker citation. Omolayo, take it away.
Body.
Yes, okay.
My name is Omalayo Alachi and I'm the PRO for GDC. And I'll be introducing our speaker for tonight by the name Damilola Olukoju. Damilola Olukoju is a software engineer passionate about creatively solving problems using technology. She has ample years of experience in building mobile web applications and has worked with entrepreneurs and quite a number of startups over the years. She's currently a software engineer at Emirates Health Connect, a tech company that offers telemedicine services. She's also a strong advocate for women in tech and she strives to create the awareness that women can thrive in tech irrespective of their location, ethnicity, or color. She has contributed to tech events like Connect.
Omolayo, are you there?
Yeah, I've been talking. Hello,
Yes,
can you hear me?
heard what you said. Like, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Thank
I
you for
thought you
that.
asked what I was there. All right.
Okay. Thank you for that, Omolayo. So the floor is yours, Damilola. Thank you. We are so excited to have you in this session today. This is the first episode, and we know that this will be an amazing session with you. Thank you for joining. The floor is yours. Your mic is muted.
Okay, guys, thank you for having me. Thank you. Well, Google Developer Student Club UI. Thank you for having me here. So my name is Damilola Olukoju. I'm a software engineer, and I'm also a director at Sumewo Code Lagos. So, and today we'll be talking about navigating into tech, and this thing caught my attention because I know I'm coming to speak to students, more of students, and I'm happy that I'm kind of sharing my own experience because when I was in school, like some of you guys, I did not have the opportunity to know about all the things you know about now. There was no club, there was no developers club, there was nothing. There was club then, yeah, but they were not in school. But so we didn't really know much about what community can offer or how we can like collaborate with people or get to meet people, network and all of that. So I'm happy I'm here today to tell you navigating into tech, and it's gonna be an amazing one. And if you have any question at the end of this section, you can just let me know or you put in the comment section, then we'll pick it up from there. So So as I've said before, I'm a software engineer. I'm also a director of Miracle Lagos. You can reach me on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and whatever other platform you can reach me out. So I'm trying to brand my name @damic_codes because I want a uniform brand name. So you can follow me and you can just reach out to me. My DM is always open when it comes to career for anyone, women and guys. I'm open. So now I'm a software engineer, but my stack is main stack. We call it main stack. We have React, GraphQL, CSS, Node.js, and C Sharp. Personally, my interest is in AI patterns and data science and criminality. I'm also passionate about product inclusion. So that's more like my goal actually. So now we're talking about navigating into tech, and the first thing I would try to tell you that choose what is right for you. When you're coming into tech new, either you're coming into front end, back end, product, you're coming to UI UX design, you're coming to any aspects in tech whatsoever. So you have to choose what interests you. Like in 2 years time, would I still be doing this and I will still be loving it? So that's what you should first of all understand before coming into tech. So if you're navigating, maybe you're coming from on if I don't know if everybody is computer science here, but if you're not computer science, so you're welcome. In fact, tech is not for only computer science students, it's for all. Anybody can pick up tech at any point in time. So now, second thing you should know before coming into tech or when you're navigating into tech. So which road speaks to your personality? What's your dream? What kind of person are you? What's your aspiration? So what business challenge have you seen? And it's like, oh yeah, I see an opportunity in payment because of this problem. I would like to come and solve this guy. So that one you should have at the back of your mind. And whatever you're passionate about on daily basis, you can bring technology into it. You can bring technology to anything you are doing right now. Be a student, if you're a psychology student, you're medicine, you can bring technology into everything you're doing. So the other thing is now you're coming to tech, you want to learn everything about tech, you want to learn the kind of languages, everything. Maybe let's say you're coming for software engineering, for instance. So you need to have an aim in mind. So what do I want to achieve coming to tech? Do I want to work at Microsoft? Do I want to build my own product? Do I want to found a product? Or do I want to like maybe start a company with my skills? So you should have an aim in mind, know what you want and know how you want it. So now you should narrow down your programming language options. So in tech, actually, I'm going to share my experience. When I came into tech in 2016, I was in school just like some of you, and I came for industrial training. So where I work, I was so fortunate that it was so I was deployed to an engineering team. But then uh, in there, there's someone building a Node.js, a JavaScript, Angular app. There's somebody building PHP stuff. So there are a lot of things. And me, I was just round stack. I was just moving around. Today, I'll be learning Angular. Tomorrow, I'll be learning JavaScript. It is never a good thing to do. Know the kind of language, you do research, you look at the popular one, most contributed language, then you learn. Then another way, if you come into tech, thing you should know. Number one, you are going to be learning on your own, guys. So if you're studying computer science, I don't know what you guys are studying right now, but if you're studying your computer science, just have it at the back of your mind that everything you have been taught in school right now, or they're still going to teach you, may not be like that when you come to the real world. So that is why someone coming from another background that is not computer science, they tend to pick it fast enough because computer science students feel like, oh, I should be taught. They should. Do you understand? So you kind of like you don't know what to expect coming into outside world. Outside world is different from school. So school probably are teaching you theoretical part of tech where you're coming to face the real problem outside. So you're going to be doing a lot of self-taught. You're going to be learning different platform. You can YouTube, you can read tutorial, blog, then an open source project. Then see consistency in tech is key. Don't say today, oh today let me code. I will leave it. Then 2 months ago time, let me code again. You have to be consistent in everything you're learning coming into tech. I didn't like when I was thinking about the topic to come and share, because of my experience I faced while coming into tech. I did not want any student or anybody coming into tech afresh to have the same experience. That's why I'm telling you about this thing. Then the another thing, after you learned and you feel like, okay, yeah, I'm now a graduate, or I'm capable of applying for jobs, and I've been learning for a while, I built some side project. The first thing you should do, number one, craft your narrative, tell your story, put yourself out there. Like this event we're having now, I'm sure there are a lot of events that's still going to be coming up, or maybe other communities and all that. See, attend, learn. Then the other thing you should do is build a portfolio. As you're learning, just know that, okay, let's say today you're building a simple to-do app, or building an calculator app. So build a portfolio, put those in there. You don't have to work in Google to have a portfolio. Your portfolio is just you online, and people can come and see that what has she been doing. Let's see her portfolio. What did she even develop for herself? And the third thing I would say is keep your LinkedIn profile updated. Your LinkedIn is, oh, let's say it's a resume anyway, because of the way things are going right now. Everybody is trying to be social. So brand yourself. Nobody is going to tell your story more than you do. You're the main character in your own journey. So another thing is grow your network. As a tech star, you're coming to the tech. Understand that networking is very, very important. So you know what network gives you? Network give you edge over other people. So a lot of people are popular in tech now. Maybe they're working for Microsoft, Apple, Google. All they do is connection. Maybe they just go one or two recommendation, and they see somebody say, "Oh, yeah, there. Oh, our company is hiring. Would you like to apply?" Then and it started from there. So grow your network, join a community. I'm happy you guys are in the community right now. And when you leave school, you probably want to expand more and join communities, and don't just join a community, like you're coming into tech, you're joining a fashion designer community. No, join a community that align with your core values. What's your core value? Do you want to be a UI UX person? Why don't you go and join Figma of Lagos? You're coming to front end. There are a lot of front end community. You can even join our own community. Our own community does not have restriction. You can be any role, any stack, anything. You can join Women Who Code. And then take up voluntary role. Another thing that give people experience that I learned from was voluntary roles. So when you take up voluntary roles, you tend to like take up some leadership skills that normally I don't know, I can direct, I can be a director, and maybe when I was in school I never see it coming, but this is what voluntary opportunity gives to me. Now I'm talking on a global events, and I'm talking on bigger space, or space and stage, because this is what community offers me. So I've been doing it at small scale like this. It's not hard to do at large scale. So another thing, I attend local tech events. Some of my friends right now in tech that have made that they usually help me in my career are people that maybe I meet in, what's this Google event again? This popular Google event. Um Dev first, yeah, dev first, and it started off from there, and work with people that have a like mind like you. So another thing I will probably talk about is set goals. Write down your goals. So at the end of my study, what do I want to be in tech? Do I want to learn in stack, do this stack, and another stack, and different paths you want to go, any path you want to go in tech. I was in an event in I think few hours ago, I was talking about career path for backend developers, and so I told them that you have to like write down your goals as a backend developer. What kind of skill do you need to learn, and when do you need to learn all these skills? How fast can you learn it? And just like that, write your long term and short term goals, and visualize a pathway for your long term goals. visualize it, work towards it. So if your dream is to leave this school and join Microsoft, then you have to start now. Time doesn't wait for anybody. Start now. Go on to you can just visit their website, visit their career page, look at all the roles that interest you, look at the job description, look at this kind of skill set they need. Equip yourself with those skills and you're good to go. So set a realistic goal. And this is where I stop. But then, because I'm talking to students, I would like to talk to you about what they call imposter syndrome. This is not about what I plan, but as a student, even as a professional, imposter syndrome is very, very real. When you look at Uber app, I'm like, I'll see how everything is looking like, oh, I don't think I can build this thing. So when you see opportunity, you don't want to jump on it because you are limiting yourself. That's what they call imposter syndrome. Things that you can achieve, but you're thinking in your mind that you can't achieve it. So before coming into the labor market fully, make sure you work on the imposter syndrome. Put yourself out there. Be confident in your skills. Be confident in what you know and be confident in what you learn. Some people are not even doing better than you. Of course, some people cannot even write simple hello word. So if you're coming into tech, you don't have to, I have said before, you don't have to have computer science degree. And if you have computer science degree, that's a plus. But that's not the fundamental of coming into tech. So you can come to tech as from any course, anything. You can even tell your friend that you feel like, oh, what they are doing right now, maybe they are doing a course that is not so fantastic. Why don't you come into tech? It's tech for all. That's why we are bringing inclusion and diversity into tech. Tech, anybody can come into tech space and just do exploits. So, and I don't know if I need to talk about different stacks because I didn't prepare that, but yeah, I can still talk about different stacks that are different roles that available in tech. So now a lot of people think tech is just about front end, back end, the core engineering as it seems, but tech is not like that. You can be a marketer and be in tech. So tech is for all. There are major roles. It's not necessarily you code before coming into tech. There are different roles right now that doesn't even require you writing any one single line of code, and you see a tech role. So what about tech recruiter? What about advocates? What about digital marketer? What about people that do app marketing and all? What about UI designer, graphic designer? So you can come into any role, whatever you want to do. Just Google stuff and maybe you can whatever you want to do. You can just Google it and see who are people doing this, what do I need to learn, what skills is required for me to get into this path in tech. So I don't know if my time is fast, but then I would say want to talk about opportunities that comes with giving back to your communities. So as a student, I like what Victoria is doing right now, bringing more people into tech is an amazing thing. Then start building yourself that one day you'll be a community leader, one day you'll be an advocate, one day you'll be there and people will look up to you. And so you have to create that legacy, build it now that you have all the time. Now that you have time to learn every day. So I usually tell people that see in tech, if you leave tech for one day, it will leave you for 1 week. Tech doesn't wait for anybody. I remember when I started learning Angular in 2016, it was in Angular 1. And that time they're about to transition into Angular 2, and it was causing a lot of disaster because the transition between the two version, it was a lot of differences. And now this is my 4th year as software engineer. I think they're in Angular 7 or 9 right now. So it doesn't wait. Just imagine you think I will learn it next year. Let me just do my thing right now. At the end of the day, you will not be able to meet up. And there are a lot of technology out there right now. You don't have to jump on everything. So you imagine someone that say I'm a backend developer. You put on your CV, you know Java, you know C sharp, you know like 5 different languages. Nobody is going to take you serious because how can only one person have this kind of multiple skills? Yeah, you can do it. Don't get me wrong. You can have multiple skills, but make sure you are master at least in one or two, at least one. Be a master. Let people know that okay, whenever I call on Dami, she's a Node.js developer. So people should know you with that, and move with people that have like-minded like you yourself. Make friends in the industry. It will help you. Let me give you an example of what helped me. So I'm not actually scared of building a new product right now, apart from the fact that we have Stack Overflow, we have YouTube is there, we have different blog, Medium where you can learn things, tutorials out there. I still have friends in industry that I'll do code review with. I will tell you that please guys, let's do code review. Come and see what I'm be working on. Come and give an advice. Come and help. If I need help, I can easily reach out to people. And your social media, use it to your power. Use your social media. A lot of people are on social media. They're willing to mentor. They're willing to help. Reach out. Don't just stay in your corner and be learning and learning. And having a mentor is very, very essential. Because me, when I was coming into tech, I thank God for my mentor that put me through in some of the things that probably would not even think about learning. But because he's more experienced than I am, he puts me through. Then I learn all these things. So get a mentor. If you can get a mentor, it's fine. If you need a mentor, you can reach out to me. I can introduce you to a couple of my friends, and I can even mentor you if time permits. Because right now I have a lot of things I'm doing. But then you can reach out to me, reach out to a lot of people. They'll be they'll be available to help. So one thing I love about tech industries, we see ourselves as one. We don't see that, okay, you need to come and pay me before I come to your event. You need to come. No, tech is like one. Everybody will just want you to grow. That is the only industry on this planet that want other people to grow. Nobody is because there are a lot of things you can do. I don't have to hinder you from getting to the peak. If you're working in Apple, I can be working in Google. I can be working in an organization that is not even popular like what you're working and be earning almost the same thing you're earning. That's what tech bring to the table. Tech is for all, and I'm sure with this little thing that I've shared with you guys, you're going to see into it and put it in practice. Practice every day. When you come into tech, you need to practice. See, practice and code. When you're learning how to code, learn with the project. Don't just say, okay, I'm learning JavaScript. So build a small project and be putting everything you are learning, the theoretical part of JavaScript you are learning, put it into work. So that when there's going to be obstacles anyway. So that tech is challenging and it's phenomenal at the same time. It's amazing. And there's excitement that comes to when you know that what you're working on is working according to your plan. And I'm not gonna lie to you, is it can be challenging a bit because sometimes you feel some bugs that they can actually blow your mind. You probably know that what can I do? Sometimes you think about it, what am I even doing in this career? But when you move from that obstacle, when you solve a problem in tech, that problem will never reoccur. If you solve a problem in tech, it can never reoccur because the way you solve it the last time, you can still use the same thing. There's reusable components out there in tech, and I'm thinking that there'll be an opportunity later that will maybe walk you through different tracks in tech. And I know when you guys will invite me, I can walk you through. If you need anything, maybe you're coming to tech, you don't know where to start, reach out to me. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn, you can reach out to me on Twitter, on Instagram, so any platform. My name is Dami_codes on all the platforms. So thank you for having me. I would like to have questions. If you have any question, you can ask and let us take it. Thank you so much, guys. Victoria. So
I'm sorry, I
I'm
don't think Victoria is she's still
I'm here.
online. I doubt it is still online. Okay,
I'm
okay.
here. Okay, thank you so much for that fantastic session, Damilola. I'm very sure that everyone actually gained a lot from what you said, and that was very inspiring. So I have a question for you. I've also
okay.
posted it in the comment section. You can find it there. What was your first win that made you confident that you were doing the right thing, like the tech part that you choose, basically? Because over the time we've seen some people in the community that like they don't know where to start, they don't know if they are doing the right thing. Like for example, now you're learning HTML, CSS, and then you say, okay, I'm not doing the game. You go and start doing design. Like you don't really have that why you are doing something, or that thing that drives you to focus on one thing and keep on moving on with it, basically. So like for you, what was your first win that actually made you confident that you were doing the right thing in tech, that okay, this is my right path, this tech path that I choose is your right path, basically. So yeah.
Okay, thank you for that question. I said it before that don't move around stacks. And number one, understand yourself. What kind of person are you? So you are the type that love maybe design, painting, and all of that. And you're coming into tech. You already know that I'm coming as a UI UX designer, or I'm coming as a graphic designer because this is what I love. You are the time that intuitive like me, that you like to solve problems. Then you come into core engineering. So when I was entering tech, just I was like you when I was coming into tech. And I remember the first interview I went for, I was looking for internship opportunities. And as I was looking for that opportunity, and there are different people telling me bank jobs. There is someone telling me I can come and work in Coca-Cola. And I look at it that what do I want to become? So now I'm here, I'm studying computer science. What do I want to do? And because I've seen a lot of engineers, I've seen a lot of products coming out around that time. I'm like, I would like to work here. I would like to work at Google. I would like to work on all this tech organization. And that's my drive, because I understand that okay, this is what I want to do. And if that's first level of you coming to tech, understand where you're coming. Because to be honest with you, if you don't know what you want, and it will be, in fact you'll be carried away, because tech is wide. It's very, very wide. So if you know that okay, I like HTML and CSS, it doesn't give me any problem, no problem, then stick with front end. There's a time that I like to write logic, I just want to see things happening at the back end. How is it work, database thing? Come to front end, you can match the two, full stack, you're good to go. So my drive is the fact that I know where I am, I know what I want, and I was opportune to know how I will go about what I want. So my personality is what I'm doing. So I don't know if that answers your question. Just know what you want. Write down what you want in tech, because if you don't know what you want, it will be easy for someone to tell you that you are still learning GraphQL. Have you tried Ruby on Rails? Have you tried doing Figma? Have you tried using Adobe SD? So it is because you know what you want, and stick to your path. If you are going to be learning UI design, for instance, stick to it. Learn it, know it. There's nothing that is wasting in tech. You get jobs. You get job as front end, as back end, UI, US, whatever you learn in tech, you get job. And even if the job for what you learn maybe it's not forthcoming yet, still continue learning till you get to where you are going. So that's my drive anyway. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for that answer. That answers the question. Yeah, so we have another question for you. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section um below. Yes. So the next question is, what might have helped you overcome imposter syndrome? This is from Ajoke Yusuf. What might have helped you overcome imposter syndrome? Yeah. So if you have any questions as well, please drop it in the comment section below. Yes. Damilola, are you there? Okay, I think she's having technical issues. So while she's joining the call back, you can just drop your questions in the comment section. Thank you all for joining. Okay, she's back.
Okay, so what I was saying is, imposter syndrome is number one. If you want to let me
We
define
lost you for a while,
yeah,
Damilola.
no, I'm sorry. I'm starting all over the question again. So the person was asking
Okay.
about imposter syndrome, how I overcome it. So number one thing is number one, I sat down and look at it down. What's the worst that can even happen if I go for this thing? So if I see a role and I'm like, I don't think I can do it too. They are acting for Docker. I don't know Docker. They are doing for Kubernetes. I don't know Docker. And these are the things that make people have imposter syndrome. They just feel like, I can't do it. It's going to be so hard. No. So what's the worst that can happen if I try? So my personal philosophy is that I don't want to be the reason behind my own failures. Let me fail because I've done all things I could do and it didn't work out. I don't want to fail because I didn't put in my best. And that's immediately I put that in my mind. That's when I started overcoming imposter syndrome, little by little. So now, if you see a job, they say Microsoft student job, and you know that you're a student, what's the worst that can happen if you go for that role? Last, let's even come to any the worst case scenario that could happen is they will reject you. And rejection mail is not is to me is already looking like my best friend right now because I've been getting a lot of rejection mail and it got nothing on me anyway. And so you work on yourself and be confident in who you are. Be confident in what you know. Don't let anybody say, "Oh, you don't know this, you don't know this." Be confident in what you know, and because you're confident doesn't mean you should not keep learning, striving for greatness, but be confident. But and put in your best, put in your all your effort, put in whatever happens, just know that you did your best, you give it your best shots. Don't wait for nobody will write you off except you do. Nobody have that power to say you don't know this thing, except you yourself accept that. So go for it. If you apply to Google, you didn't get Google, continue. You just continue every year till you get what you want. So imposter syndrome is what I don't want students to be having because then it can mess you up actually in tech. I hope I answered that person's question.
Okay, Ajoke, you can just type if that answers your question. Thank you so much, Damilola, for that. So if anybody else has a question, please type it in the comment section below. So you can just share us your social media handles. So
Yeah, I'm going to put it on the
oh,
chat.
okay.
That underscore code on both Instagram and Twitter. Then Olukoju Damilola Olashifumi on LinkedIn.
Okay.
On LinkedIn. And so I don't know. Maybe basically I'm not seeing a lot of people online right now. Are you guys all students?
Most people are students, but
Okay.
we might have no students joining us.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine because I'm passionate about building student because coming into tech, if I had had this opportunity, I probably have gone far in. Anyway, I'm doing my best right now. I'm doing what I love doing, and so it's okay. But then I want people to learn from other people's experience. So I wouldn't mind having like a workshop with you guys if you don't mind, and so that we can just talk about things more technical. Now, so just reach out if you are open to the opportunity. Reach out, and that would be nice. We need me to bring um some of my colleagues in the tech industry. I have colleagues in every organization you probably think of. Because of Women Code, I have people on Amazon, I have people working in Apple, engineering role, management role, and everything. So, guys, so I'm happy to be here and I'm happy that you guys are listening and maybe don't say I'm small, but just see everything I've said and put it into work. Don't let imposter syndrome stop you from achieving greatness. Go for what you love. Go for it passionately. Be passionate about your career. Be passionate about your skills and learn constantly. Be consistent in your learning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. We'll definitely reach out to you about the workshop series. Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining this series. Thank you for coming. We'll have this same series next week Saturday, same time, another speaker. Looking forward to see you guys there. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you, Damilola.
You're welcome, Layo. Can I leave?
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye, everyone. We have come to the end of the first episode of the Tech Talk series. We'll continue this episode next week. Next week, yeah, by 7 p.m. Same time, same channel, YouTube channel. Thank you, everyone, for joining. See you guys next week. Subscribe to the YouTube channel of GDSC UI so you can always get updates anytime they have sessions like this. Bye, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, Bola Joko, we are just seeing your question. But the session has ended. But you can always send your question on the group. We'll try to get answer for you from our speaker. Or you can just email dsc.unibadon@gmail.com your question. So we'll send it to our speaker and then you get your response. Yeah. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.